Eagles linebacker TJ Edwards coming off a huge game against the Dallas Cowboys, getting ready for another NFC East game on Sunday against the New York Giants. I'm Insider Dave Spadaro. TJ, welcome back from the bye week. Did it feel good to get away, or you feel like you're in a groove, you want to keep going?
Yeah, I mean, it was definitely, it's always good to get away for a second. But it was, it's good to get back in the building today, start running around, and, get right back on schedule.
What was the game against the Cowboys like for you? What did it do for you? You were around the football, 12 tackles, 6 unassisted, the big strip sack, forced fumble that Rodney recovered and went to the house with. What was that night like for you?
Yeah, I mean, to be honest with you, I just felt, that I was just doing my job, playing my gap, and oftentimes I'm in the middle, so the ball, will come in my gap plenty of times. So I had a lot of chances to make plays, and was just, technically sound and made them when they came to me. But, nothing too crazy mindset-wise. Just wanted to make sure I was doing my job and, making things happen.
It's interesting, TJ, because a lot of people in the media, the fans, they go, whoa, this is a big moment. This is a breakthrough moment. We now know who TJ Edwards is, and we know what he's capable of doing. Do you feel that way?
For me, I still feel I'm a long way from where I want to be as a player, and in the scheme, I still want to, make sure that I can do whatever I can to help this defense, play well and help this team win. And I think it's easy to say that after, statistically a game like that, but it's, the good ones, they do that consistently. So I'm just ready to come back to work and get right back to it.
Is that what you think is like the next step, having that kind of game consistently? That's what gets you, as you said, to where you want to be?
Yeah, I just think as linebackers in general, as a whole, we want to make sure that we're always, we're never the reason that we lose the game. We want to be the ones that are in control of the communication and making sure that everyone's on the same page. And I think that comes with just repetition and chemistry and something that we're building right now.
Interesting little journey you've had here in 2 years. Last year, kind of learning your way through the league, through the system. You come in this year, you have high hopes and good start to the season, and then you have the injury.
Yep.
And I wonder how you overcame that from a mental standpoint.
Yeah, it was difficult at first. I've never really missed any game time for an injury or anything like that. But it was I got to take a step back and get in the meeting room and make sure that I'm still mentally preparing like I'm playing the game. And I think that helped me a lot for, when I came back, I knew kind of the schedule and everything like that. And I got to hop back in. And once I was able to go, I felt great when I got out there. So I think the mental preparation really, really helped me when I came back.
Fans always ask me this question: what do players do when they're on IR, when they're hurt, when they're not? What was your day like?
Yeah, so for me, I would come in the morning, I'd do treatment, and then I'd go be in the meetings and everything like that. And then when the guys were practicing, I would lift. And then when they came back, I'd do some recovery stuff with them, and then go right into meetings. And at the end of the day, do some more recovery. And then, you just kind of repeat that cycle and keep that going until, you're feeling right again.
All right, TJ, let's talk about where the Eagles are. This defense is at the midway point of the season. How far, I guess, has the defense come since day one, and how far will it go between now and the last game of the regular season against Washington?
Yeah, I think we came a long way. I think at the beginning you're trying to find your identity in terms of, what the defense is going to look like this year. And as you know, the roster shifts every year, so you're still trying to figure out certain pieces and things like that. But I think now everyone has a feel for, where everyone's going to be. And the chemistry, I think, is the difference between where we were at the beginning and where we are now. And obviously that's something that has to continue to improve. And we just have to be making sure that we're getting our hands on the ball and making plays to help the offense get going. So I think that's kind of one thing that we're looking forward to do.
You did not play against the Giants first time around. What do you think about their offense as the perspective that you had from, I guess, up in the press box?
Yeah, I was way up there watching the game, but it was. I think it's a team. I think up front they're very good. Great O-line, great backs. Quarterback showing you that he's a big threat in the run game. So I think we have to do just a good job of containing him and making sure that we have a response to those things that they're going to throw at us. So we're very excited to get back out there and see them again.
Give me the human element. Final question here. You spent some time up watching the game from the stands, basically,
Yep.
And you've been on the field with fans. How would you Wisconsin, of course,
Yeah.
they're filling the house. What are the perspectives that you have? What was the experience like for you watching it as a fan, kind of,
Yeah.
and then being on the field with 7,500 people in the stands?
Yeah, it was very different. I think at first when I was watching the game, it's kind of like you said. I felt like a fan, and you hear everything when you're up there in the box, and Just so it's really just mentally, it's a whole lot different. And then when you get on the field, and finally, that was really my first time playing with fans this year. So being able to, hear them, and you hear them loud and clear, especially in Philly. So it was, it's a good feeling to be back, and it's good to have them back in the least way we can. So it's been really cool to, see everyone back in there.
Hey, it's good to have you back at the linebacker position for the Eagles. They certainly missed you when you were out. Stay healthy, stay productive, go beat the Giants.
Appreciate it, Dave. Thanks for having me.
TJ, thank you.